Chase Dawson, the left fielder, will lead things off. Kelly's first pitch misses outside with 96 and a fastball, and we are underway. Dawson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one lifted out toward center. And if you watched the game yesterday or watched any Red Sox games over the summer, so it brings up Jeter Downs, and Jeter Downs will take first base. Fortunately, just 78 miles an hour. Easy for me to say.
Not too shabby right there where it got him as well. Here's the thing about Jeter Downs. Supplemental pick by the Cincinnati Reds. He likes to run.
Big blow after big blow. These games might be a little bit more of a track meet. See some athleticism there with Bogaerts able to hop out of the way of Jeter Downs, so it goes down as a fielder's choice. And there are now 2 away, but that's the point, is that you may not see a million home runs over the next 9 innings, but you might see guys in motion.
That's right. Got to put pressure on guys. That's a really good safe slide right there.
Local guy, high school in South Florida, and lifts this one left side. Looks like Didi Gregorius will camp underneath it and put it away. Working around a base runner. Kelly through 1. Largest gap of 17 years, 58 days. Nearly double the age.
Full. You can't believe it.
It's a good reaction there. All right, cool.
So this is what we have today.
That's one of those major league rules that are implemented here. Line drive to third. And that's the first out right at Cheslor Cuthbert. 1 away.
Not much you can do there if you're Rafael. A little baby slider. That's all you can do. Hit it hard. Hopefully not at somebody.
Ground ball left side through for a base hit. So a couple of men aboard here for the Netherlands in the bottom of the first against Erasmo.
Yeah, just a really good piece of hitting right there. You're facing a guy like Ramirez. You want to get it up in the zone as much as you can. Little baby 2-seamer, heart of the plate. Hitters like that, like Bogaerts, usually will barrel balls when that pitch is located right there. Not much Zamora can do with that.
29-year-old in his first WBC lifts this one toward right center field. It's going to hang up for Munguia. Tagging, but more of a bluff than anything else. Ditter goes back to second base, 2 away.
Big out right there.
1-2. And he missed a barrel right there. Pops this one up. Cuthbert calling off the catcher and making the catch, although they do collide. Rivera takes a tumble, but they get the out. And he doesn't have to necessarily be Mike Piazza or Jorge Posada in terms of offense behind the plate, but a little uptick, and he should be in the big leagues every day. That kind of defensive ability. Base hit up the middle for Sandoval to keep the inning alive. First hit this afternoon for Nicaragua.
I think you look at that pitch, that slider. Doesn't have the bite, doesn't have the tilt to it like he did in his previous hitters. Sandoval not trying to do too much. Right back up the middle with 2 strikes.
From this area here in South Florida, moved to Miami when he was about 5 years old. That one gets through Trump to the backstop in a free 90 feet.
And I think if you ask Trump if he should have had that, yeah, no question about it. Just trying to bring it back. In today's game, you're seeing a lot of catchers trying to fool the umpire.
Now 3-0 on Zamora. Off the plate. So Lou Trevino, formerly of the, or Jose Trevino rather, of the Yankees and Reds. Kelly picks up the strikeout, works around the trouble. 3 Ks in the inning. And if that's it for him, pretty impressive outing for the youngster, just 18 years old. Swings and sends one up the middle, a base hit. He's been part of some offense for Nicaragua the first couple of days here.
Yeah, he sure has. Short to the baseball. Reminds me a lot of Luis Arraez. Doesn't strike out, puts the ball in play, has long at bats. Gets a little hanging curveball right there. Doesn't try to do too much. Yeah, he's celebrating. That's an absolute barrel.
AAA in the Blue Jays system. And the check on the runner, but it gets away and goes down the line. Munguia thinking about 3, and he is not stopping at second base. He'll get there easily. You could see the eyes of the great shot that we had. Trump was looking at the runner the whole time. I think that was the play.
Especially with 0-2, you want to be as aggressive as you can. Put some pressure on this defense. Look, the Netherlands team, they had that blowout in the previous game in Venezuela. Errors, mental errors really hurt them. But how important are 2-out hits?
The game's first run 90 feet away. Kelly deals and picks up the strikeout, and he is fired up. Works around the 2-out traffic and keeps this game scoreless. His first WBC #2 pick of the Diamondbacks has himself another hit. Big stage, big deal. So comfortable.
Yeah.
Gets that from Pops.
His father loves it. Let's see if we put him in motion here. It's a good time to do it on the first 2 pitches. Gets that slider, doesn't try to do too much. Off the end of the bat a bit. Good hitters use all fields. Hit it where it's pitch.
Absolutely brought the Gold Glove with him. Looks like he's going to get his first hit right here. Drops a base hit in the left center. And the Netherlands with a couple aboard and 1 out.
Big hit right there with 1 out now. All of a sudden, this Netherlands team is looking to do big things in this bottom of the 3rd. Gets a fastball at the top of the zone. Off the hands, but he's just so strong. Very quick to the baseball.
1 ball and 1 strike to Xander Bogaerts. And that just clipped him. So Ramirez has worked himself into a bit of trouble here. The bases will be loaded for Ozzie Albies. See the splits the last 3 years for Ozzie Albies. Couple of down years, some injuries mixed in that has affected him. Knocked down nicely on a pitch that barely got the dirt, but did it get a piece of Albies? And it looks like it may have. Thought that got the catcher Rivera. Instead it gets the hitter, so that turns into a run, and certainly a frustrating inning here for Rasmo.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of an overgrip right there. Albies would gladly take that hit by pitch.
But the first run on the board, and here is Didi Gregorius. He swings at the first one. Foul territory in front of the dugout, and Rivera will put that one away. Trujillo was there. We've seen that already once. Some miscommunication on an infield pop-up. But a big out right there. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Ramirez works into and out of big trouble. Just the 1 run across. 1-0.
After last night's game.
That'll help. Pokes it right down the left field line. Dawson on his way to second base, and he'll get there standing with a 1-out double. A lot of room. Didi was well off the line. Cue shot down there for a 2-base hit.
It's a nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much with it. Staying back enough. Well, that's what a leadoff does. Now you're coming into those 2, 3, 4 hitters that can really hurt you.
Handle the bat. He's in scoring position now for Jeter Downs. Who swings at the first pitch, sends a looper out toward left center. Diving play. It's off the glove, and it's going to get down. Into second goes Downs. Dawson had to hold up. Not sure of whether or not Ditter was going to make that play, and boy, did he make that close. He had a long way to go, a lot of ground to cover. And Looks like they're checking on downs. Unsure if some jewelry may have cut him up, but a look here at the play.
Toughest balls to read right there for a left fielder. Off the end of the bat. Took a couple steps back. Once he realized he needed to come in on that baseball, it was just too late. I think Dawson did a great job halfway, realizing what was going on, how late he broke to that baseball, and then here we go. That's one thing Dusty Baker talked about. What's happening on the bases? Take a look at Jeter Downs. He hit himself with the helmet.
Yep.
Hit himself with the helmet.
Pitch out, it looked like, or were we doing the intentional walk? We can, I think, just put up 4 fingers. Maybe just going to play on. Ball and no strikes. No, we're doing the 4 actual wide ones. Just throwback baseball here. And now they're calling a balk. And Dusty Baker and his coaching staff asking for a balk, which would put a run on the board if that were the case.
So when you're giving intentional walk like that, you just have to tell the umpire you want to walk him. That really wasn't the case. But if you're going to do it, I guess, the old school way, you can't come out of the backstop early, and that's what he was doing. And that will be considered an illegal pitch. Therefore, it's a balk.
Right.
So as he's about to deliver the baseball, that's when the catcher can come out. He did not do that. He was out before the delivery. That's why Dusty Baker is having a complaint and saying no, no, no.
And Vientos comes up empty. Goes to the slider for the strikeout.
So this is what I'm trying to explain. So they knew that they were going to pitch out, but look how early he comes out. See, that is considered an illegal pitch. Therefore, I would think it would be a balk.
And that's down for ball 4. We're tied. So after all of the confusion, Nicaragua ties it anyway. The bases remain loaded. But he won't find it there. West issues the walk to tie it, but then picks up the strikeout. 1-1 at Lone Depot Park. Two more weeks. No, a huge thanks to everybody here. That one missing outside. Clementina will reach.
For something like this.
Off the end of the bat, floated toward shallow left center and sinking in for a base hit. A pinch hit knock for Profar. 2 aboard for the Netherlands.
From a guy like Dusty Baker, who's been around, Andrew Jones delivered with Profar pinch hitting and succeeded.
Again, a 3-2. And outside, ball 4. So not a hit, but another good at bat for Drew Jones.
Slowing down the game. Look at him looking at his dad.
Has to try to get out of a big spot here as well. And may do just that with a fly ball to center field. Walking a tightrope, but a tight game, 1-1. Love to be a fly on the wall when he gets a chance to walk by Dusty. This one a bouncer back behind the mound. Trying to make the bare hand play, but Bogaerts comes up empty. And Munguia, another one of those energy guys, bringing it right there. Should be an infield single, I would think.
Oh, yeah, this is on base 3 times already. This is a swinging butt. You see those a lot in softball. Just making contact. If he gets the right pitch, he's just going to put it in play and use those wheels. Bogaerts couldn't do much with that.
Hopping off of first, but not going anywhere. A bouncer toward Bogaerts. Gets a good hop. Makes a good throw. But because of that big hop, it's a slow developing play, and Cuthbert beats it out.
And they don't have a challenge. They can't challenge now. A high chopper. Hubbard really got down the line, and Bogaerts just took his time on him.
Yeah, you're right. They challenged the play with Trump at second base earlier, and clearly safe. So they. And now Trujillo. Left side, Didi bobbles, and they're loaded. Ball hasn't left the infield this inning, and Nicaragua has the bases loaded.
Just the play right there you have to make with 2 outs. A lot of the mistakes have happened with 2 outs. Slow runner hitting the baseball. Just off the tips right there. Nicaragua, all their action and all the pressure has happened in this game with 2 outs.
He swings, chops one to Bogaerts, backs up and makes the play. Woo. 7th inning stretch, deep breath time. Doubled and scored the lone Nicaragua run, and he is hit by a pitch. No shortage of those in the first day and a half. Runner goes from first. This one in the air out toward left center field. It's carrying way back there, and it's gone. That time it gets out. A home run for Jeter Downs.
Wow. Miami natives. Swing of a lifetime. The swing of the tournament for Nicaragua. We talked about this field playing big. His previous at bat, he thought he had one. Well,
you got to make sure it's a deep part of the ballpark, a bit of a higher wall there in left center field. But he had enough to get that one out, and a bouncer up the middle. Boy, Munguia has been nothing but energy and hits and getting on base. He's on again. But the big swing for Jeter Downs gives Nicaragua the lead.
Takes a fastball there. No showboating this time. He wasn't sure. How about the excitement?
And now Vientos skies one out towards center. But Rafaela has room to put that one away. Jeter Downs goes up, up, and away to left center. 3-1. Trying to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. They need a base runner. They won't get it here. Frozen with a breaking ball, 1 down.
It's been the sequence. He's gotten ahead and stayed ahead, but he's done it with the slider. Sharp slider. Just freezes Drew Jones right there. Yeah, they're loving it.
That one in the air hit pretty well, but it looks like the ballpark's going to hold it. Dawson makes the catch, 2 away. Obando deals. Looped right center, down for a base hit. And it will bring up Xander Bogaerts, the captain of the Netherlands.
Dutsy's got some decisions to make right now. Already with Obando at 41 pitches. It's that fastball down and away. Stays through it. Netherlands are still alive.
Ground ball, third base, off the bag. Rafaela to third. Bogaerts racing to second. No throw. And the Netherlands still alive. And not only that, the tying runs are in scoring position. A tough break for Nicaragua.
Or a great bounce for the Netherlands.
It all depends on which side you're on. But a base hit in every sense of it.
How about this? Boop. Living right. And for Rafaela right there, he's going base to base. Once that goes to the outfield, he knows it. The key was Bogarts getting to second, though.
And Albies, deep drive, right center field. Down to their last breath. The kingdom of the Netherlands takes the lead. And a walk-off home run for Ozzy Albies. Jubilation on one side, heartbreak on the other. But still grateful for the opportunity for Obando. Wow.
Yeah. A lot of heart was shown there by Obando. But my goodness, what a swing for Albies. What a swing for the Netherlands. The bounce went their way. It started with Rafaela, then Bogarts, and then Ozzy Albies. They've been in big situations like this before, and they've all delivered. And they delivered again here in the 9th inning against Nicaragua.
Told you so.
You said it going into that. You can be careful. Not careful enough.
Not careful enough on a pitch, a fastball that wasn't really his best pitch coming into today's game. It was a slider. But the ability for these guys who have had major league success, slowing down the game, the heart rate's a little different. And boy, he delivered.
No, I think you're doing better. I'm doing better.
For all of the youth that's on this team, it's the veterans that kept the game going. Bogarts catches a huge break. Ozzy Albies the walk-off home run. And the swing of emotions in the last couple of innings here.
And you're thinking, all right, what's it going to be? First pitch swinging? Absolutely. Albies has loved throughout his career to swing at the first pitch. If it's there, he's going to go. We know about the big bat he uses, the 34.5-ounce bats. All he's got to do is drop the barrel and deliver.
Yeah, I'd say that was a big bat right there.
As soon as it was hit, you got a feel for Nicaragua. You got a feel for Obando. One hitter away from history. He can't believe it.
They knew